My name is Micael, and I go by the name Micael The Son. I'm an artist and producer out of New Haven, Connecticut. Everything was going what I would call as planned. I had a lot of plans, and I had gone through this probably, I would say, 2-year transition journey for myself. And that came with self-improvement. That came with myself as an artist, creatively, as a businessman, trying to understand all the areas of the industry I'm trying to get into. I wouldn't say I realized what happened till about a month after the fact. And once I realized what happened, I was just overcome with something. And I realized everything just kind of fell on me on this one day. I would be up till 2-3 in the morning doing music, and I would wake up, and if I had time in the morning, I would be doing music. If any time that I could do it, I was doing it. My music is an extension of me. My music is as authentic as I can be, through a microphone and through recordings. And so my experiences and my relationships and all of that have definitely played a part in what I write, how I deliver it. It basically inspires all my music, good and bad. I had finally finished this project that I was so excited to give the world. I was ready. My whole life, my whole pain, the experiences that had inspired me to write that project, it all came to a head. Everything was ready to come out, and July 6th, I woke up around noon. I was delivering food, and I was driving on a main road over here, and lady pulled in front of me, and split second, boom, everything changed. I didn't have time to react. It was just so quick. I had gone to the hospital because I hit my head during the accident. I still don't know what exactly I hit it on. They did some scans, and my head was okay. I just had a concussion. And then 3 days after that day, I was out. I couldn't walk. And it's partly because I couldn't believe that I was hurt. And that was its own process. And then for about 3 weeks, I really wasn't walking. If I was, it was more just like from my living room to my bed, or it wasn't anything crazy, because I just couldn't. I physically couldn't. It's going 100 miles an hour, and if you know me, you knew how I was, where there was no stopping me when it came to me and what I was trying to do, and going 100 miles an hour at it. And literally and figuratively, I had to slam on the brakes, and I came to zero really fast. And zero was, just about as zero as it gets for me. And I couldn't worry about going on the computer and doing any sort of music. I just had to worry about, how do I make this stop? How do I feel better? I feel like my lowest point was around the 2-month mark. I hadn't made any music, barely talked to people. I was just waking up on autopilot every single day. I was constantly on alert. I was dealing with the mental side of things, and my back just wouldn't cooperate. So when all that was going on, I felt like I'm never gonna get better. I'm never gonna, live these goals that I had and all that. And that was the crossroads where I was experiencing these thoughts for a while, and I chose, do I let it break me down and just leave this little journey that I had as something I want when I'm 30 years old to tell people around the neighborhood, I made music when I was a kid? Or do I just continue to plow through adversity and do what I could, to beat it? And so I chose that path, and that's the path I'm on. And There's gonna be hiccups along the way, but that was the lowest point where it made me rethink everything. But I couldn't let it completely destroy me. I got diagnosed with PTSD, and that was just very, very bad for me. I was having nightmares every night. I was just highly alert all the time, and it wouldn't stop. And all these feelings that I still deal with, but learning how to slowly get them under control, it messes with you. And the mental battle that it is to, you're talking in intrusive thoughts, I'm telling myself things, I'm giving up on shit, and I started just looking at myself, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? You have worked so hard on things. So moving forward now with my music, obviously I'm physically injured. Obviously I'm hurt and I'm limited, and I've had to accept that. And that has been one of the toughest mental challenges through all this. But now that I've accepted it, I'm looking at the now and what I can achieve. The reality is I can't go and work up here because my body only lets me get to here right now. So I'm going to utilize every bit of energy that I can at this place. And I think what is obtainable right now is helping people, selling beats, recording, mixing, mastering, production, all of these. And it'll only improve me as an artist by getting experience. Once my body heals up a little more, I promise I'm going to be back on stage, and I'm going to be right going further than I was, because my perspective's stronger now, and I can't wait to get back on stage. I think 2 words sum it up, and they've been following me for a long time, and I think it comes down to just living proof. Living Proof is the name of the mixtape that I finished right before the accident. Living Proof is going to be the name of my studio. Living Proof means so much to me because it's not just a cool name. Living Proof is exactly that. Like, the reality of the situation is I very well could have died in this experience, and based on what happened, thank God I didn't. But it's my job now to move forward and say I overcame these things. And so in the end, when legacy is involved and when success is there, and which I believe comes through just pursuing your passion, I really think that my main focus is showing I'm living proof that if you continue to push through the adversity that this world throws at you, and if you just believe in yourself hard enough and put the work in, that your dreams can come true, and you can make your own destiny through those principles. And so 2 words that I would say describe everything. It's just living proof. Cherish every moment, because it could change in split seconds. Embrace the people around you right now, because they may not be there a month, 2 months from now. So just embrace and cherish every single moment, and don't let opportunities pass you. Especially for the sake of other people. Like, just always focus on your happiness.
It's been a long time coming.
And cherish the moments in your life.
Thought I was gone far for a minute, I was lost, and instead I grew. Now I'm doing all the things y'all told me I could never do. And I think I fell in love for a minute, and I'm hoping it's forever you. I said the truth, I always knew that this was coming, now I'm living proof.